isn't he, between Colin Reitz and Graham Fell, who are both well over 6 feet. It's pretty cold in the stadium at the moment, and the rain falling rather more heavily. The 3000 metres World Championship final steeplechase, just over 7.5 laps of the track, and it's Ekblom who's gone off in front. Brendan Foster.
Well, Colin Reitz actually was really confident after his second round, after his semi-final, and he was saying yesterday that he wished the race had been yesterday, because then the other boys who he's a bit frightened of would not have had the chance to recover. But here we are, we've had a day's rest. They should be a bit stronger for having had that day's rest, and they go straight into the lead is the local hero, the local favourite, Tommy Ekblom from Finland. Quite interestingly, the other favourite, apart from Ilg of West Germany, is traditionally at the back. That's Henry Marsh.
It really has gone off pretty quickly. Meltzer of East Germany in second place. Colin Reitz is third. Followed by Roger Hackney, Ilg of West Germany, Mahmoud of France, Rahman of Spain, Maminsky of Poland, Graham Fell, then Cora, Scartazzini. And right at the back, Henry Marsh. David Moorcroft. Actually, we didn't seem to be able to pick up David Moorcroft. We'll try again later on. Ekblom is getting tremendous encouragement from this crowd. The stadium is absolutely sold out. Although I know, in a translation we've given of an interview, which he gave to the press, Finnish press, he wasn't very confident about his chances.
But David, they must take his run seriously, and I can't understand why they let him get away like that, especially Henry Marsh, who must be giving him about 30 yards. And you said earlier that Henry Marsh often leaves himself too much to do. Well, he certainly doesn't look to be doing anything sensibly here, because he's giving him... Why does he have to give him that lead? He's out of trouble anyway, but he's given him a few yards. But more sensibly placed in the middle of the pack is the boy we think is the real favourite. That's Patrice Ilg, the European champion from West Germany. They're now closed, and there's Colin Reitz, full of aggression, full of positive thoughts, which is a lot different than the way he was last year, and he's running aggressively early, right from the beginning, which is the best way he runs.
They've started very quickly indeed. 63 seconds for the first lap, then a 68, which on level pace would bring them inside at 8:13. Ekblom leading, Reitz is second, Nowinski is third. In fourth place, Ilg, staying with the pace a lot more in this final. And Henry Marsh even farther behind than usual. Behind Ilg in fifth place is Graham Fell, then Meltzer of East Germany, Roger Hackney of Great Britain, Rahman of Spain, Cora of Kenya, Scartazzini, Mahmoud and Marsh. And Marsh is really quite incredible. I know he's a fast finisher, but he really is a world-class athlete who runs like, well, a novice.
Well, he sometimes runs like a novice, but usually he makes us eat our words on the last lap. I wonder if he's going to do that today. But this is the way to run. Tommy Ekblom leading them on. You'll notice when they're being stretched out like this, they don't get in any problems pushing and shoving. They don't get in any problems with having sight of the hurdles, because the man is stretching them out. And this is one event that I really, really think is due for revision in terms of a record. And if they keep going at this pace, records are on, and Tommy Ekblom is leading them that way. And if he does it from the front in his home country in Finland, the place will go crazy. 67 seconds the last lap. And from first to last, there's a gap now of some 25 metres. Ekblom being followed by the UK record holder, Colin Reitz. In third place, Maminsky. Fourth is Cora. 5 is Ilg. 6 is Meltzer. 7th is Graham Fell. 8 is Roger Hackney. 9 is Rahman. 10th place, Mahmoud. Scartazzini goes up ahead of him. And Marsh dropping off the pace entirely.
And Marsh looked in trouble to me. But just to reinforce what Brendan Foster was saying, I think this is a blood and guts effort from Ekblom. Even if he's not feeling so good, he knows that there is nothing the Finnish crowd will respect more than going out and throwing down the gauntlet to the rest. It's that old Finnish feeling of sisu. You've got to have guts and show it. Vainio did it. The moment he did it, the crowd came alight. They didn't believe he was going to win, perhaps, but he was going to really go out in front. And this is what they're roaring him on for now.
Well, that was a 66-second lap. And I'm not quite sure whether we can pick up David Moorcroft now from London. But David, if you can hear us,
Yeah, sure. I think, well, Colin Reitz is doing everything right. That's the position he's got to be in to stay out of trouble. And as you say, Ekblom is doing what he knows best, and that's trying to get inspiration from the crowd. I can't help wondering with Marsh. I mean, as Brendan said, every single time he goes straight to the back, and almost every single time at the end of the race he comes through and wins it. Surely this is the occasion when it's all going to go wrong for him, but you know, maybe we'll be the ones with egg on our face at the end.
Yes, but you don't need really to be off the pace that much, has he?
No, he hasn't. I mean, he's a good technician anyway, so he's only making it harder for himself, and I think he's just got it in his mind, almost the same as Mary Decker goes to the front. He's determined, come what may, to be at the back. But I reckon in Ilg, because he hasn't raced Ilg, as far as I know, I don't think he's ever raced Ilg, certainly not in a championship. I mean, that bloke, you've got something different, I think. And that's the guy, I think, that will make Marsh worry today.
Actually, he was 8th behind Ilg in the European Championships last year, but now the race with 2.5 laps to go. Ekblom and Colin Reitz are absolutely together, and the pace is very, very fast indeed. Still on schedule for 8:13, 8:14.
I think this is a new Colin Reitz. He's not at all scared like he was last time. They're all bunching up now because Ekblom is running out of steam and he's slowing down. Into the middle of the pack has moved Marsh, and we watched his tactics. But I'm happy to watch Colin Reitz run like this. And the other British boys are poised in nicely. They're moving with 2 laps to go, and it's all going to be dealt with in the last lap and a half. Just keep in a good position there, Colin, and we might be cheering something for you.
But suddenly the pace seems to have slowed. Ekblom thinks he's done enough work in front, but nobody else is going to take it on. Colin Reitz keeping wide to keep clear of trouble. Cora, a Commonwealth champion, goes up on the outside of Ilg. A very tough Cole in the red shorts. Maminsky, very experienced athlete. And Scartazzini now, the bearded Italian, going through on the outside. A lap and a half left. The Finn and Colin Reitz shoulder to shoulder. Graham Fell beginning to come through. Graham Fell making a swift move from the back on the outside. And Ilg attacks at the water jump. Comes wide. Some bumping. And Henry Marsh is slowly getting into the race. Oh, some real bumping there. It was Hackney and Marsh who clashed, and Hackney's got furious about that and bumped Colin Reitz on the way through and hammered his way through on the inside. Well, now the battle. Scartazzini leads. Ilg in 2nd place. Henry Marsh is 3rd, and both these athletes have tremendous sprint finishes. Maminsky goes up on the outside. He knows the danger. He's got to make it hard all the way. Ilg pushes his way around. Ilg leads. 2nd place Maminsky. 3rd is Scartazzini. Now Henry Marsh beginning his move. And Colin Reitz is going through into 4th place. Ilg, the European champion, striking for home. Maminsky in 2nd place. Marsh is 3rd. And Colin Reitz there with a medal jumps in 4th place. The water jump for the last time. And this time Marsh sprints up on the outside to take 2nd place. And has he got that famous finish left? Ilg too could sprint. And the European champion has a 2-yard lead. And Marsh hits the ground and pays for laying off the pace. Ilg comes home to win and take the World Championship. In 2nd place is Maminsky. Reitz of Great Britain gets the bronze. Then Mahmood, Roger Hackney, Cora and Graham Fell. 8:15.02. the winning time, and Henry Marsh, well, he really had to pay for coming through and take a gamble here, and he got it all wrong. His stride pattern was completely wrong. He had to do too much running to get back with them, and that certainly gave Colin Reitz a medal, although Colin Reitz was looking very, very strong in the closing stages. And Marsh knew he was in desperate trouble in that last stride. He was far too close to the hurdle. And by the way, Colin Reitz has certainly broken the United Kingdom record that he holds already. 8:17.5 we made it.